He was in jail.
Okay, so you were in jail. You were arrested by security guards. You were taken to 43 Division.
Yeah.
And then you were taken to the courts. And then they took you to jail.
Yeah.
And then in jail, they said you were positive for COVID.
Yeah, they did the cotton swab and yeah.
And how much days after they did the swab did they say you were positive?
2 days.
2 days after.
2 days after.
And then you went to court. How long
No,
after?
I didn't go to court.
You
Court
go-
was on phone, right from my cell.
Oh, what? Oh, court was from yourself.
Right from my cell.
Okay, so you were in isolation for how long?
Yeah, medical segregation.
For how long?
15 days.
15 days. And then how much days after that were you released?
No, I was released, that same day after the 15. I sat for 3 weeks, man.
You sat for 3 weeks.
Yeah, 15 days of that 3 weeks was in medical seg.
Okay, and then they release you after the 15th days. After the 15 days of medical cell, the medical seg,
Yeah, 3 weeks.
3 weeks, and they release you to where?
To a taxi. They paid for a taxi
They paid for a
to
taxi.
drive me to my friend's house at Adelaide.
Okay, they drove you to your friend's house there, and then they got you a place at Family Res.
No, I did that on my own.
You did that on your own.
Yeah.
Okay, so what happened after you test positive? No follow-up from the government or nothing?
No.
Like nobody contacted you?
Yeah, Health Canada.
And what did they say?
Nothing. I've done my quarantine that I can't contaminate anybody, but I might still have the virus. I
Okay,
don't know. It's
so let's do
bizarre.
it again. You cannot contaminate someone,
Right.
but you may still have the virus.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Can I get a water?
yeah, okay, so you cannot contaminate someone after you are quarantined for, is that fact?
14.
For 14 days. So you cannot contaminate someone. So why does Premier Ford have the people of Ontario in lockdown?
Because there's different strains.
But they just came out of quarantine for 30 days. So none of them can contaminate anybody else, right?
Do you have a bottle of water?
Yes, I will get you a bottle of water in 1 second. All right. Okay, so you were arrested, you went to jail, you were put in quarantine for 15 days, and then you were released by a judge.
Yeah, I got bail.
You got bail. So that means the judge was saying that you were not a threat to the public to transmit the virus. Let's hear that?
Yeah, correct.
Yes, correct. So the judge was convinced that this individual was not a threat to transmit the virus because he was quarantined for 14 days. That overrides what Premier Ford is telling us. And this is an Ontario Provincial Court judge. God is with us.